Hey guys, this is Coach Derek, co-host of the Soapboxing Podcast. Man, ever since I found this Anchor app, I tell you, podcasting has become a lot simpler and a lot easier to do. They distribute the podcast over several platforms, and you have to do no work. I tell you, man, if you're interested in doing podcasting, you need to download the Anchor app. That's ANCHOR.FM. You can get started today with the Anchor app and do whatever your heart desires. Hey guys, this is Coach Derek. I want to give a shout out to our new sponsor, Pueblo Boxing. Y'all be sure to check out Pueblo Boxing. They have unique and high quality boxing gear and novelty gifts. You can find the gear at soloboxing.com. That's SOLO boxing.com. Check it out, man. They do quality work.
Place. You gotta comb it back. This one. Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at this hardware, man. ABO. Got the Latin American camera. They got some trainers say, and some fighters say, well, I don't watch videos of the guy fighting. I let the coach watch it. Hey, man.
Guys, one thing we know for sure about Wilder, he hit you clean. Right. And this woman whooped the whole world twice. The whole world.
Good morning. What's going on? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. It's your boy Fresh, along with Coach Derek. It's another episode of Soapboxing Podcast, man, and we are super excited. We got all kinds of guests going this morning. We got Juan from the ABO. We got Listo GAITAN, the light heavyweight ABO champion, along with his father/trainer, coach. So we got a lot to talk about this morning, man. How y'all doing this morning?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Good.
D, how you feeling, man? First, man, let me go ahead and congratulate y'all. Welcome back. How was your trip out to Vegas, man? You guys do anything interesting while you were out there?
Yeah, look at TV. You can't really do nothing in that bubble, man.
Along with 3 other 3 million, what was the total number of viewers of that show?
ESPN came out and said they got 3 million views, but along with ESPN Plus and all the other, like, I think Fight.com, the Fight.com app in England. Anyway, 4 million people, bro. 4 million
people. Man, that's a lot of fucking people.
Now, I don't know how many was tuned in for the whole show or whatever, but that's how many people is reported watch the fights.
Man,
that's a lot of people, man. Matter of fact, that's the most I ever heard of, man. Because I think Canelo Floyd, what was they, like 2.5, 3 million?
Somewhere around there.
But it was purchases.
Right.
So I'm sure they had it was free, so I'm sure that's why people tuned in. But yeah, man, a lot of eyes on that. We got a lot of messages and texts and mentions on Twitter and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. Congratulations to Q, Quick Draw Randall on his victory, 7-0 in Vegas. Man, put on a clinic, looked absolutely damn near flawless. I'm sure you guys talked about, what he needs to work on for the next fight, man. But from as far as the spectators and people watching, I know the world was impressed with his performance, and there was definitely a lot of buzz. Keeping Houston on the map. So congratulations on that, guys. But let's jump into it, man. Listo, what's going on? What's you got a fight coming up?
Yes, sir. We'll be fighting here in Irving at November 20th for the ABO Cruiserweight title. So I mean, we've been hitting the gym hard. We've been getting a lot of sparring rounds in. I mean, it's been going great, and you know, I feel great throughout my camp. You know, we've had some fights that we were originally training for, and they kind of fell through. So we just continued the camp going. So I mean, I feel strong. I mean, I'm probably like on week 14 of a training camp, but I feel great. You know, I feel healthy. I feel strong, and I'm ready to go.
Good deal.
How long you been off before what was your previous fight?
My previous fight was back in September with the original light heavyweight title for the ABO. I drawn with Negro Obregón, but then we were going to fight again in February, and I had some problems with the back, and we had to get that under control. And luckily, I had with my chiropractor, and they really took care of it.
So you had some time off, man. How have you been dealing with the whole Corona virus and the pandemic, and how's that affected your training and your mindset?
I mean, it's actually, I feel like it's helped me. I mean, you ain't got much to do outside of the gym, so I mean, it just keeps you even more focused into the gym. That's what you got to do, and I mean, we just take advantage of it. You know, being able to just stay in the gym, stay trained, stay conditioned, stay strong and healthy, and that's pretty much it. You know, we actually use this time to be able to make some adjustments to our weight cutting, our strength and conditioning training, and just all around everything that we need to focus on. So that's why we're just trying to do things, and I feel good using them, and they're working out so far.
Coach G, what you know about that light heavyweight division?
It's stacked, man. Everything in boxing is stacked, man. Boxing's not for the faint of heart right now, man. I was looking at rankings yesterday, and I like to say light heavyweight, junior middleweight, and welterweight is the deepest divisions. But then I started looking at junior welter or super lightweight, whatever you want to call it. Man, the top 10 is all named guys, bro. Boxing is deep as shit, bro. Light heavy, man, it's real live monsters at light heavy too, man. I know Listo's looking at that better be that kid that what's the other Russian guy? I know his name, B-Ball. You got Joe, you got Alfonso, you got, man, look, you got to be correct, man. You better get your chiropractor to do a few adjustments, man. You don't want to come in there nothing but 100%, man.
Zurdo Ramirez just moved up to light heavyweight, so he's undefeated, in the middleweight. So.
Man, and just to think, a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago, when people were talking about how boxing was dead, man, they couldn't have been more wrong than two left feet.
Yeah,
they've been saying boxing was dead since I was 8 years old, man. Boxing ain't going nowhere, bro. You know what it is? It's too sports specific, man. Like people got afraid when that started coming out, right? And like as far as and I wasn't never nervous. I said, man, that's two different things, man. We in boxing, we trying to be the best in the world at one thing.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Best in the world, and there's no seasons for this. This is all year round. You ain't taking no breaks.
I think that MMA world, man, the boys, you might be a karate kicker or a wrestler or whatever, and everybody gets their turn. At every 30 minutes, they tell me somebody is the greatest. What 30 minutes ago, Conor McGregor was the greatest motherfucker on TV? And then and then one wrapped that choke on him, and now he's the best thing smoking. Hey, in boxing, man, you got two gloves, man. It ain't going nowhere, bro.
What let's talk about how you got into boxing, man. When you put on your first pair of gloves?
Man, I was probably 5 years old out of my dad's garage.
And how'd that happen? Is there any boxing history behind in the family?
Yeah, that's how it all started. It came down from my grandpa, my dad, my uncle, me. But I got married young, so I had to work, you know, and so I had a little boxing bag in the garage, a heavy bag, and that's how he started. You know, I'd get out to work, come in, we did it a little bit, and finally he told me he wanted to fight somebody. So I took him to the gym a few blocks away, and he got his ass whooped. So he got his ass whooped. We left the gym. We didn't hear nothing about boxing for like 2 weeks. He didn't want to get the heavy bag no more. And then out of the blue, he told me, "Dad, I want to go kick that kid's ass." That's how it all started, you know. I trained him. We went back. He kicked that little kid's ass, and then the coach of that gym was kind of mad and told me, "Hey, I got somebody else for him. Took him back in a week." Took him back in a week, and he didn't tell us the kid was a southpaw. So then he got his butt whooped again. He's like, "Hey, you said that kid fights weird." I said, "No, he don't fight weird. He's a southpaw." So when I trained him for a week as to fight a southpaw, we went back and he had that kid crying in the second round. The kid didn't want to fight him no more. And then he got into boxing, you know, amateurs, and he went 26-0 before he lost his first fight.
Oh, wow.
And that was at the Junior Olympics.
Oh, wow.
Nice. You had somebody coachable on your hands, huh?
Yeah, that's a competitive nature, I guess, took over at a really young age. So you stuck with it. You know, I started becoming addicted to, you know, winning trophies, winning medals, you know, being ranked, and I enjoyed that feeling. You know, it's a sport that you don't have the opportunity to be able to blame it on somebody else for not doing their part. You know, it's all on you. You know, you're in that ring by yourself. You know, you see what you're trained to do in the gym, and you can't do it. You're not coming out victorious, but fortunately for us, you know, my dad's always been by my side, my mom's always been by my side, my brother, you know, it's a whole family involved in it. And I mean, that's what really helped us. You know, we used to take, you know, school breaks, you know, when we used to have you know, spring breaks at school, or winter breaks and all that. We used to go travel to tournaments, you know, national tournaments. We didn't have the luxury of, you know, staying home and staying up late playing video games. So we had to be in the gym and keep trying to see what reach our goals.
We wasted vacations, you know, family vacations. Instead of going out on vacations, it was I had my boys, you know, my other son Chuco and Listo, and it was just us, my wife and my other son, and we traveled across the United States, you know, on our vacations.
That was the vacation, going around kicking ass all over the country, huh?
Gold medals or silver medals. I mean, we traveled from the East Coast to the West Coast, all the way up to the North, you know, South. We were everywhere, man. That's how you know, we would save up money just to make it to these tournaments, so they can get you know, so people can acknowledge us and see what we were doing, because they used to think we were crazy because we were training out of the garage.
Yeah.
You know, and then, you know, I had 2 gold medalists, a silver medalist, and 2 bronze medalists out of the garage.
Wow.
We only had 1 gold medalist. Listo. So
Whatever works, man.
It felt good, you know. It felt good. It felt real good. He was sparring professional boxers at the age of 13, 14 years old, you know. We had an incident with one boxer. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a professional boxer. He has 1 loss. You know, he called us for sparring, and he was like 14, 15 years old. We went to his gym. He's like, "Dad, I want to get my glove signed by him. I want to take pictures, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Yeah, we'll do it after we spar." Well, he rocked him in the 3rd round. And then that dude started cussing him out, like, "Come on, motherfucker, let's do this, blah, blah, blah," you know. And then I was like, "Hey, man, hold up. You know, you need to chill the hell up. He's only 14 years old, man. You're already pro." He's like, "Nah, fuck that. Let him come on." I was like, "Man." At the end of the, you know, after sparring, he came and he told us, "Hey, man, I had to do that because you robbed me." I was like, "Well, that's not the way to do it." I said, "Man, he's a kid." And he's like, "You know what? Should I get my gloves out of that? Fuck him. Don't get me."
So this guy's still fighting?
Yes, he is still fighting. He's still active.
What weight class?
147.
Oh shit! Okay.